Welcome to another edition of Selling Life in Annuities. I'm Tim Luby. I'm the National Sales Director for Annuities on the Gord Marketing Annuity Team. And with me today is Steve Allison, our internal Annuity Regional Vice President and Annuity Specialist. And our topic today is winning income solutions in the current annuity market. Okay, so Steve, our topic today is winning income solutions in the current annuity market. Okay. Let's talk about it. How do we ease into helping identify what the best solutions for income are for advisors when they call?
Yeah, well, there's a couple different options of how clients can get money out of their annuities. Just kind of briefly touching base on those. I mean, one's just you can just do a standard free withdrawal, like a systematic one. Just maybe a client just needs $5,000 to go on a trip, and that would be a one-time solution. Another one, it's kind of an older option, and it's been around for a while, is annuitization.
Yeah, the one that's been around the longest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
yep.
Interesting. Yeah, too, because it's kind of funny. I think we hear our advisors often call some of the withdrawals and the other methods that of taking income out of annuities, they refer to it as annuitization, when annuitization is actually a very specific thing.
Very specific.
So let's talk about annuitization for a second, or an immediate annuity. Okay. What are the characteristics around that make it different from the other things that we're doing in the income market?
Right. Well, the biggest one is that when you annuitize your money or using a SPIA, for example, you're in essence giving up your principal for a set amount of income for a certain time period, whether it's for a life of an individual or a couple, or it's just for a certain time period, whether it's 5 or 10 or 15 years.
Yeah.
And so during that time period, you don't have access to the principal. You just have that regular check coming in every month or every year, however you have it set up.
I agree with you. And that seems to be one of the greatest advantages of the new withdrawal benefits that we see in the market today over annuitization, because they both can provide an income that cannot be outlived, right? Even for a couple. Yet, you don't give up that access to the principal with some of the new things that are out there. So that's a great point. So when we talk about the withdrawal strategies that are out there, a lot of times we look at the guaranteed incomes they can provide, and people often think that they can, accomplish the same number with withdrawals on an indexed annuity that's performing well. So what's some of the downside to that?
Well, when you're talking about counting on a performance-based income versus a guarantee, a performance-based, you just don't know how the market's going to perform. So you could really set the world on fire with great interest rates over a number of years, and that income could outperform and give more money to the client. But if the market's down, they may not even outperform what the roll-up rate might be on another annuity with an income rate that's guaranteed to them. So they could potentially be missing out on next year income.
Right. Mm-hmm. Which is interesting, because I guess it seems like we talk an awful lot some days about the illustrated values in annuities today, and I think what we're saying is, if the annuities perform like the illustrations, then that withdrawal strategy using free withdrawals may not work bad. May not be too bad. But to the extent that the performance is less than illustrated, it may not work out well enough for that client.
No, not at all. So, typically, I think a lot of people who put money in these annuities for income, they want to be able to know that this is the set amount. Most often not. They like to have that set amount that they know, and they don't have to worry about how the market's performing. They like to already have that principal protection in the first place, but now they know that their income is going to be this amount, and they can count on it going forward.
Right. So I think we want to talk a little bit about the latest and greatest way that income, that we're serving people's needs for retirement income right now. But before we leave the annuitization idea, there are some places where annuitization really kind of makes sense in retirement planning. What are some of those where it really does make sense?
Yeah, sometimes we're kind of bridging gaps, maybe over a time period of 5 or 10 years, where they want to have a specific dollar amount in mind that they want every month, and they can't achieve that by putting all of it in one product. And so using a SPIA, for example, you could put a certain amount of money in to get you your X amount of dollars that you're looking for a monthly income, and have that pay out for 10 years, and have a separate bucket of money set aside has maybe a bonus on it and a roll-up rate, and give you a higher payout because you waited 10 years and you're 10 years older. So a lot of times bridging those two together, you can find a way to basically get the same income for the rest of your life by using two different products.
No, I agree with that. And from what I've seen, when you're doing that, when you need that bridge, when you need that specific period of time, I don't see an alternative to that. I don't see anything other than an immediate annuity or annuitization that's going to be able to fill that gap or meet that need, right? So then, so what's the most popular or the newest and most popular way that we're providing income guarantees to clients today?
Yep, it's that income rider that's on the fixed indexed annuity.
The income rider.
Yep, and so we're seeing some with no income based bonus to some as high as up to 40% on income base. In addition to that, they have a roll up rate that will, as long as the client decides to defer their income, they get a roll up rate so the income base continues to grow as well. So then they
Wow.
get
So
a
you
higher
said
payout.
you said a 40% bonus.
Yeah,
Okay.
we've actually seen a couple out there that are available. Those tend to work best for someone who wants to turn on income immediately. So everybody's situation is different, and every different product will fit someone else's specific need.
So you mentioned a roll-up rate. So I think I understand that to be sort of a guaranteed rate that the income value might grow each year, right?
Correct.
So what's a common roll-up rate that you might see today? What's a popular roll-up rate? What range are they in?
Yeah, we've seen some as low as 2. More common ones are 4 or 6 or 9%. We even have a couple that are around 10%. So, it really depends.
So there's a lot of different ways to get there. So
Yes.
you've got bonuses as high as 40%, and I know that there's solutions out there that are very competitive that don't have any bonus at all.
Correct.
You got step-up rates that can be 10% or in that range, guaranteed,
Yep.
and other ones that have no step-up rate at all, right?
Oh, yeah.
So how do we decide what the best solution for a client is?
Yeah, we have tools here that we can help you out with when it comes to your client's situation, whether they want to turn income immediately, wait 5 years, 10 years, whatever that goal is that your client has. We're able to help with our tools and be able to get you the right illustrations to be able to make the right suggestions for them.
Good information. So for the benefit of those watching this video, how do they reach out? How do they engage with us? When they're looking for verification of if you will, of the best income solution for their client.
Yeah, the easiest way is you can reach out to me. My extension's at 140. My email is sallison@gordonmarketing.com. Reaching out to either one of us would be able to be the simplest way. We can certainly get to work on it for you and get you what you need.
That's right. Yeah, so contact us on the Annuity Team. Steve Allison, extension 140. I'm Tim Luby. You can get me at extension 213. And it looks like we're kind of winding down on time here. So a couple things that we'd like to cover. I guess first, if you would please subscribe to the SLA, the Selling Life and Annuity videos, and also hit the notification bell so that you'll hear every time that we come out with a new video on Selling Life and Annuities, you'll be notified about it. And as always, like, comment, and share the content that you're getting from us today if you're finding it valuable for you. But with that, thank you very much for your time and attention. We appreciate you listening to our Selling Life and Annuity content, and happy selling.